Hello and welcome back to my channel. A question I was often asked when I was a student was how did I manage to consistently wake up early? You may think my answer to this would come down to what I did in the mornings, but actually I think the key to waking up earlier is having an evening routine that relaxes you and takes your mind off work enough to facilitate falling asleep and therefore waking up earlier. So even though I've now graduated, I thought I'd show you what I mean by that and the structure and habits I still now implement into my evening routine that allow me to wake up early ahead of my workday.
Good evening and welcome to my bathroom. It is a little bit echoey in here, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm starting my evening routine in here tonight because I've been to yoga today and I've just been to the supermarket, so I want to get into some comfy clothes because that's always step one of my evening routine. I'm not someone that can spend their evening in the clothes that they've worn during the day, if that makes sense. Like, I've always got to get changed into something comfier, but I don't want to do that until I've freshened up a bit. And I really look forward to my showers in the evening, especially during the winter, I think, because it's so nice when it's cold outside to come back and have a warm shower. And I'm loving my shower routine at the moment because the Lush Snow Fairy products have now landed, and I feel like this always signifies the start of the festive holiday season, and it's just such an iconic product line, and I honestly really look forward to it when it comes out every single year. And this year, Lush actually have the biggest Snow Fairy range that they've ever had. So along with their iconic products like the bath bomb, which I don't unfortunately have because I don't have a bath here, they've got so many more products. So they've got the body scrub, for example, they've got the body lotion. So these are all things that I can use in the shower still, which is great. The shower gel. You've also got the scent in a bottle. So this is the Snow Fairy body spray. And if you're wondering what it smells like, it's a super sweet scent. To me, it kind of smells like candy floss. And what I've always loved about Lush is the fact that all of these products are vegan and the packaging is recyclable, and even the products themselves, like the glitter and the sparkle used in some of the products, is actually plastic free and from ethical sources. So I'll leave a link down below in the description to the Snow Fairy range. I'll also put a QR code on screen if that's easier for you. And you can have a browse and please let me know what your favorite products are.
Once I'm showered and moisturized, my next focus is making dinner. This is one of my favorite parts of the evening as I find cooking really therapeutic. I think because I'm so focused on doing something that's very separate from work, very separate from anything else going on.
That onion is honestly killing me off, but I think I saw somewhere once that if you put a spoon in your mouth when you're cutting onions, it's supposed to Sid's giving me such a doubtful look right now. Apparently it's supposed to help. So I'm gonna continue chopping the veg with this teaspoon in my mouth because I literally can't see right now. My eyes are streaming that much.
Now that it's winter time, I've also been enjoying making warm, homely feeling meals. So tonight I'm making a lentil bolognese with lots of veg, obviously lentils, and quite a rich tomato sauce.
See, the great thing about living with someone else is I do the cooking.
Get out the way.
I make an absolute mess of the kitchen, but then Sid cleans it up. And that's our agreement over the division of labour. he's really pulling out all the stops tonight. The hoovers come out.
You're acting like this is for the camera. I plan to do this all the time because we somehow seem to have collected about 50,000 sesame seeds on the floor from one of the bagels that I think you decided to.
Yeah, there's loads down here as well.
Through. So actually, was wanting to do this earlier. This is not just because the camera's
okay.
out. I do this every day, so.
Not every day.
Every day, actually. You just don't see me. I actually do it at midnight sometimes when you're asleep. So just get out and just start hoovering.
Thank you. He does genuinely do this, just not every day.
Once everything is cleaned up, it's finally time to flop down on the sofa and relax. I try and refrain from watching anything on TV during the day, so I really look forward to this time in the evening. I'm currently watching the new series of The Crown, which I'm loving, although let me know what you think about the whole ghost situation, as I wasn't really expecting them to do that. I do often find myself scrolling quite a lot on social media during the evenings, and whilst I do allow myself to do this during this time, sometimes I find it really stimulating as opposed to relaxing. I think an effective evening routine is all about understanding what you need at that moment in time to feel rejuvenated and energized for the next day. And sometimes that's scrolling on social media for hours, and other times it's actually staying off my phone as much as possible and focusing my attention on other things.
So this is kind of contradictory to what I was just saying about screen time in the evening, but something that often prevents me from falling asleep and getting to sleep early enough is thinking about everything that I've got to do the next day, especially if it's a period of time like at university where there's a lot going on all at the same time. I'm really prone to overthinking just before I fall asleep, and sometimes it can keep me up for hours. So one thing I've found to help with that is just taking some time to write out my to-do list for the next day, or just write out my thoughts on what I'm currently doing, what I need to do. And I would recommend doing this on a notebook or something that doesn't require looking at a screen, or doing it early in the evening, but I am gonna do it on my laptop this evening, which feels a bit hypocritical, but yeah, I find this so helpful for just kind of clearing my mind a bit before I go to bed.
As a general rule of thumb, once I've made my to-do list for the next day, I'll try and stay off any technology for at least an hour before I go to bed to try to reduce the effect of blue light and wind down from the stimulation. One habit that Sid and I both do to help with this is charging our phones downstairs or just away from the bed. I know I'm talking a lot about technology in this video, but I think having a healthy balance with your usage of it in the evenings is really important for building a routine that allows you to fall asleep and wake up early.
The funny thing is, it's actually Saturday night tonight, and instead of being out and about partying or whatever, we are in bed at 11 o'clock with our books. I have actually just finished the book that I was reading, so I'm on the hunt for something new. If you've got any recommendations, please let me know, because, just threw my Kindle, because I am a bit stuck for what to read at the moment. Sid is reading something very academic. It's about the politics of space, I think. I got him this book for his birthday and he seems to be getting through it, but I prefer a romance. I like reading fiction before bed because I find that that relaxes me more than non-fiction. I did go through a phase of reading like non-fiction businessy books all the time, but once again, they just made me feel a little bit too awake just before I was trying to go to sleep.
I think it goes without saying that the key to waking up early is making sure that you're going to bed at a time that means you'll still get all the sleep that you need. So for me, going to bed at 11 and setting an alarm for 7 in the morning is the perfect amount of sleep. And once you've established whatever timings work best for you, it's important to stick to these consistently. So that was my cozy and productive evening routine that allows me to wake up early for the next day. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye!